Hi, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. This is my channel. I am Kayleigh. This is going to be a reading for the 15th to the 30th of November 2018 for the sign of Aries. Aries, you're very welcome to my channel, to this reading. That was a big thud. That sounded like one of my children falling out of bed. I'm sure they'll be fine. Yeah, so a bit of housekeeping. If this doesn't resonate with you, it's a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, please do try your other signs. I'm slowly getting through all the signs. I think this means your reading means I'm officially over halfway through the readings for this fortnight. Check your moon, sun, moon, rising, Venus, midheaven, whatever's in your chart. If there is something resonating, that if something doesn't resonate here, it may resonate with you somewhere else. Sorry, my fire alarm just beeped and I need to change the battery, and I said that about 2 hours ago, and I really need to go and do that in a moment. So I would advise you to also check your battery of your fire alarm. Sorry, this camera's all over the place. I would also advise you to check your fire alarm. Make sure the battery's been changed. It's just for safety, really, isn't it? More than anything else. Yeah, so if it doesn't resonate, do by all means check another sign within your reading. If you are a cross watcher, you're more than welcome here. Thank you very much for coming. It's nice that you want to know what Aries is up to. It obviously shows either a level of stalking or that you genuinely care about this person. Take that which way you like. If this reading features two people within it, the roles can be reversed. If I say Aries, it may well mean that could be a person that isn't Aries. If there's two of you, Aries, if I say Aries, it could be somebody else, the other role, and the other person in the reading could be Aries. The roles can be reversed, depending on who it is. I'm doing this because if I do that the other way around, it's swearing where I'm from in the UK. So when the Americans and the Canadians all go, oh yeah, peace, but the other way around, it's like, you're sticking two fingers up at us, that's really rude. I mean, I don't care, I'll stick with two fingers up, but, you know, whatever. We used to stick them up at the French, like when bows and arrows, they used to stick two fingers up as if to say, I've still got my fingers, mate. Fuck you. Legend has it, that's how it happened. Where was I? Cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Do not make any major life decisions based solely on a divination reading. If something comes up, seek the relevant medical, financial, legal advice before making any major life choices, decisions, moves. The deck that I'm using is Tarot of the Hidden Realm. For the last 3 or 4 readings, I've actually been using the Fountain Tarot, so I may end up using that, but this is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. So it feels like this is not the reading you need isn't necessarily going to be based. This is quite an airy, although that is wand energy right there. This is the Fountain Tarot deck. That's not the deck I'm using. I'm using the Hidden Realms. It feels like I need this deck rather than the Fountain Tarot deck that I've used in the last couple of few reads. It doesn't. There's 2 reads, I think it was. It just feels like you need something more grounded from your read, Aries. Let's see how it goes. My readings tend to be relationship based. I say that, and yet the last 2 or 3 reads have come up career, so anything can fly in these reads, Aries. If I'm perfectly honest, anything can fly. It's whatever spirit needs you to hear. If it doesn't resonate with you, please just leave the reading with love and light. If it does resonate, give me a thumbs up and a little comment below to let me know what resonated. It may not all resonate with you. Only part of it might, but please don't make the other part of the message doesn't resonate with you. Please don't force it to, if that makes sense. If it comes to pass later on that it was indeed relevant to you, that is a bonus. By all means, go back through readings and see what elements of it did resonate and didn't. And if another sign in the past has resonated better with what's happened, it may show you what you need to focus on next time. let's see where it goes, Aries. Let's just see where it goes. So I'm going to need cards, please, for the 15th to the 30th of November. You're clearly wishing something comes up now. I really hope that this message gives you the direction that you need, which is quite sweet because it's actually got the Fool behind it, which is like the evolvement of that wish, to start following that wish, to start, there's some aspiration you need to evolve. Let's just see where this goes. I think this could be pretty cool, actually, Aries. Kind of excited about your read. I feel like all giddy and giggly and excited. Let's see where it goes. So happy and joyful, full of joy that I could cry. Please don't let me cry. I cried last night doing readings. That was just emotional. Okay. Wow. Okay. So the first thing you've got is the Hierophant come up. This is like divine guidance. It's like within the Catholic Church, it's like the Pope. Buddhism, it may be like the Dalai Lama. It's that higher level spiritual guidance. So something is divinely guiding you, teaching you something important, and I'm getting this is to do with a love situation. I love it when it's love. You feel like you need some sort of divine guidance in love at the moment. This is confusing you because I'm getting that the person you're interested in is a water sign. And you just look at them and they seem so intent on somebody else or something else or in their own little world, and you can't take your eyes off of this person. So intent on that cup. This is the Page of Cups. This is just focused, loving, emotion. Something fills them up so much. And fire and water shouldn't mix. They should not mix. In theory, I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure I had a fire water thing once. It's amazing. Because I'm a Cancer, I'm water. This is like the emotional. This is somebody who is quite free to, for the right person, because they are quite naive and innocent, so they will not just give it willy-nilly. It's like being careful about who you give your virginity to. I'm not saying it's virginity or anything like that, although it could be, I don't know. Depends how old you are. Shouldn't be watching these if you're not over 18 really, because it's all to do with free will and making your own choices and following what you will. And I do swear and talk about the sexy times. Anyway, it's that sort of being very selective about who they want to give it to, an idealistic partner that they are aspiring to look for. And maybe you're trying to emulate the fact that you could be this person that could guide them, teach them, spiritually enhance them, so to speak. You're quite a naive feminine energy, and you're quite a worldly, knowledgeable, masculine energy. A teacher. Maybe it's a teacher-pupil relationship that you have with them at the moment, but you look at them and you think, oh, but they're going to be very careful where they place their cup. You're not forcing anything on them. You're not making any moves or anything, because I would get the Emperor if that was the case, I think, a bit more forthright. You're very hands-off and seeing where they're going to offer their cup. I mean, you're hoping it's you, or you're concerned where this water sign girl is getting. I say girl, it's not, it's female. She's a girl in the picture. She's all in her emotions, naively in her emotions. And you seem to have some sort of concern about this girl. It could be a daughter, your daughter. Maybe she's got her first boyfriend and you're slightly concerned where it's going. She's all loved up, first love. And you just want to protect her, but you know you can't actually do anything. Well, you could. I mean, you could literally do what you like to the person, but it would affect your relationship with them. It's a relationship based on respect. If you interfere with where they're focusing on putting this cup, whether that's somebody that you have concerns about, or you have concerns about where they want to give this cup, you think they're going to give it away too freely to the wrong person. Very much like a virginity. I imagine a parent would have concerns about where their child picks the right person to lose their virginity, their first love, you know what I mean, that first moment. It's a very precious love that they have, and you want to make sure they give it to the right person. The good news is that when they do, it's going to be a very balanced, respectful, benevolent partnership, whoever they are intently looking on. If this is you, this is going to balance up a bit more. You may teach them, but they may also teach you things that you hadn't, or give you a different perspective and a way of thinking about a certain situation. If this is you as a couple, I mean, again, it doesn't have to be male and female. I mean, it could be two females. It's quite a magical partnership that you seem to be concerned about. Apples are full of magic. Grounded energy. I mean, they have the pentacle in the middle of them. A lot of growth. They're going to mutually encourage each other to grow, evolve. It's very grounded, rooted love. So if you are fire and water, I mean, the two don't mix really very often. I mean, you get steam or whatever, but that's like the sex side of it. But for you to balance up, because the Six of Pentacles is again balancing up, sharing, benevolence, alms. If someone's lacking, the other supports. The element that's missing to have fire and water together is earth, isn't it? It's that grounding. One's full of passion, the other's full of emotion. You need that grounded basis, that foundation for them to grow from, and I think they are going to have this. The fire and the water. Maybe there's a Cancer or a Pisces, a Scorpio you are considering. They're quite naive. I mean, you're a bit more sensible. You know that. You're seasoned though, so I think you can handle their emotions. You're not too emotional because you're detached. It's almost air, isn't it? It's maybe you're a bit more experienced than this other person. But it's going to be a very balanced relationship. If they're with somebody else, it's going to be very balanced. They are going to share the load, share the work, share the fruits of it. It's going to be a very balanced, equal partnership. I'm not necessarily getting longevity, but you know, we still have to move on. Let's see what else do we need to know about this connection, about this relationship. It's a very balanced relationship. If in the past if this is somebody you're with, and you've been quite fiery, quite overbearing, because that can lead you to being quite emotional. And at the moment, because they're a water energy, I think that you may have been learning, asking for divine guidance on how you can be a bit more in control of your emotions. The King of Cups he's fine on his own. on an island, quite happy, doesn't get over emotional. He can almost detach himself from his emotions to a certain extent, but can appreciate other people's emotions. Doesn't necessarily take them on board. He's not particularly empathetic, but he can appreciate where you're coming from. He respects your emotions, and I think that's what you're trying to learn in order to receive this cup, Aries. I think you are very much in someone who emotions matter to them. They're a very emotional, feeling, deep person. I think you really admire that about them, and you think they are a beautiful soul. And you're trying to learn how to be more like that, because this is like steam compared to this deep waters. Their waters run deep, but yours is like steam. So you're trying to learn, trying to balance your fire with their water, and it's the steamy, smouldering, appreciates the feelings of the Page of Cups, but is very much in command of your own emotions. In command of your own emotions, inner strength. It comes from strength, this balance, not struggle. You've willingly gone through this transformation to tame your own beast. You've not forcibly tamed it. You've chosen respectfully. You respect the other person that much that you've tamed yourself for them. They've managed to tame a fire sign, basically. You're this wild beast that likes to go off and do what they like, and you know what you want to do. You ram at it. Ram at it. You are the ram. Go for it. That's it. I'm determined. That's happening. I'm doing that. This Page of Cups has come in. If you look, she's actually quite similar looking. She's tamed you. She's stepped into your element. She stepped balanced. No. So you got the Page of Cups. She stepped into your element. She's balanced it out that way. You've asked for guidance and stepped into her element. You've blended. You've blended with each other. She's tamed you. Emotions. Calmed you down, made you not less fiery in a bad way. You're still passionate, but you've focused how you use that passion. You've blended, you've balanced each other out, you've taught each other different things. You've been given this partnership so that you are now blended and equal. You are part of each other. You're merging. If you look, she's even got the same tattoos. This girl is just changing your life. She is your divine partner. She is your twin flame. She is the person that... A twin flame relationship means that it is very much this Six of Pentacles balancing. What you lack, they help you learn. What they lack, you help them learn. It's this benevolent, balancing, temperance energy that you balance each other out. You are twin flames, and you are divinely being taught to balance each other out. You are creating alchemy. It shouldn't work. On paper, it should not work. Aries, fire with a water sign, they should snuff you out. No, they've set you... Together you make steam, and not just sex steam. This is like steam to power something, to power you forward, to create it's creating energy that is useful energy, growth energy. You can use the steam to power something, to progress. Steam powered was like in the industrial age, and you progressed. We progressed through steam power. Fire, heat up the water, and magic was made. It's very much that energy. It's beautiful, really, Aries. Told you I was kind of excited. A bit jealous. Lucky water sign. I get they're a little bit younger than you, but they're actually teaching you. They're quite they're younger than you, but they are mature, despite the fact they are naive. They're mature, they're calm, they're collected, they're actually quite independent. They know what's what, they know how they feel, they're fine on their own, which I think is what attracts you to them, Aries, that they are fine on their own. If they were over emotional and not solid in their own emotions, I don't think you'd be interested. But because they've got their own stuff going on, they're not codependent on you. And I think that the fact that they're independent, this girl is... You've grown together. I think you've been together a while. You've grown together and she's just evolved into... You've helped her. Not actively helped her, but because you've blended, she's got her own fire in her to make herself independent, to make herself self-sufficient, to make herself be in the confident place that she is. She knows her worth. You've helped her know her worth. And because she knows her worth, that equally attracts you to her. Keeps you together. She's in command of her emotions. She is her element. She is the top of her element. She's not, I say she, this is not gender specific. I'm just getting a lot of female energy from these cards. She's an empowered person. She's independent. She's emotionally stable. She can even support you. She is more than willing to keep offering you that cup. More than willing to keep giving you that cup. She's filled herself up. Her cup is full. Her cup is full. Her cup is full. She keeps you mentally stimulated. She keeps you young. Mentally young. This is the Knight of Swords. Offering you food for thought. Divinely. Guiding you. Teaching you. Keeps you ticking up here. And you know you were divinely guided. This is a divine partnership. So this is for your higher good that she's teaching you. You're teaching her. The conversation never goes dull. You inspire each other. Plan together. Beautiful, really, Aries. If you're not with this person, then it's... Oh, hello. A little fly. If you're not with this person, then you should be. But I'm getting that you're already together and you just want a bit of validation of where you are. But this is your twin flame. You teach each other. You guide each other. One of you guides the other while they learn. You teach the other. Guide them. But you let them do their own learning. You don't necessarily... You don't force each other to learn. You just guide each other. You're there to support each other in their learning. Which is beautiful. Yeah. It's beautiful. So you make each other go forth with passion. Flying forth. You just enjoy each other. You're on a journey together. You show each other the wonder and the beautiful things in the world. She shows you beautiful emotions and you make her get out and see the world. You're happy to carry her to a certain extent. If she tires or needs that bit of support, you are there. There is this beautiful little bug flying around my house right now. Help each other fly. It's beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. It's just her and her horse. You're on a journey together. You're a stable, solid. You're stable and solid and you are there for her on this journey, But your water sign needs that stability in order to flourish, and I think you've worked that out. And because you support her and you're on the journey with her, I'm saying her, it could be a he, with this water sign. The sun shines on you both. You are divinely meant to be together. You are just twin flames. And that's beautiful, Aries. Absolutely beautiful that you can continue to stimulate each other and grow with each other and teach each other and support each other. Beautiful. I'm sorry there wasn't much guidance as such with that. It's more of validation, I think. Validation that you're in the right place, in the right relationship. I think it's beautiful that you support each other. It's a passionate relationship. It's deep, emotionally passionate. The passion comes from the feelings you have, the love you have for each other. Very much. Beautiful. Aries, I hope that's giving you the validation you need, because I feel that was validation. Oh, I don't know why you need validating, because that's just flying up past me again. I don't think you need validation. If you're not with this person for any reason, you fucking should be. If you have concerns about starting a relationship with someone and where it could go, you're just going to nurture each other. You shouldn't go together, because fire and water shouldn't go, but it's magic. It's inspiring, really. And you're quite willing to tame your fire side for this person. They mean that much to you. And not tame it as in forcing it down. You are willing to rein it in a little bit. You can take them in experiences and they can teach you how to feel. And I think that's... You give them moments to feel. You take them to places and experiences that they can feel, and they teach you how to feel that. To appreciate those feelings and what you really have got. What you really have got for each other. I haven't actually pulled any oracle cards tonight, but I'm going to do the Doreen Virtual Romance Angels. It feels like it needs this. I have an oracle card, please, for Aries for the 15th of November through to the 30th of November, please. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. The reason you're struggling and the reason you're here, Aries, is because yes, you know all this. You know they're the one. You are a ram, and there is an element to you that needs to have control and drive. The card that came up is you let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. You will naturally nurture each other. So you need to stop trying to be so controlling in this relationship, if that is the case. You don't have to be the teacher every time. I think you've already seen the effects that she's already, I say she, just because that's how they came out, she's already having on you. She's already smoothing your edges, and I think part of you, because you like to be in control, it's that strength card element. You're starting to butt against it a little bit and think, well, hang on a minute, why am I... This isn't normal for me to act. It's not that she's doing anything wrong, she's not being manipulative. It's just knocked you a little bit and you've gone, oh, hang on a minute, why am I... You've allowed yourself to be tamed a little bit, and it's just that natural reaction, like, is this a good am I doing this for the right reasons? And you are doing it for the best reason. This is your soulmate. Anyway, Aries, I hope that has given you everything you need. I'm glad I pulled that last card because I was starting to think this is too perfect. Why are you even here? And that's why you're starting to get that reaction, like freedom. She gives you freedom. This person gives you freedom. It's perceived that they're reining you in. No one's reining you in but yourself. It's a choice to do this for the best reason. Nobody's making you, nobody's forcing you. You just need to let go a little bit and just let it happen. Let nature happen. You're meant to be with this. You're learning. You're naturally learning for a reason. Aries, I hope you've got what you need from this reading. If you have, please let me know below if it's resonated. If it hasn't, feel free to leave this reading with love and light. And I'm part of it's resonated. Take what you need from it. You may not have control issues. That might have been for somebody that needed to hear that. Absolutely, just leave feedback below. Leave a like, subscribe, whatever you need or feel you would like to do. But Aries, you're in a wonderful position, and it feels like you've been passionate about this person in the readings that I've had. You've been passionate about this person for a while. If you are with them and have been with them for a while, you're fine. They're not smoothing out your roughness. They're appreciating it and complimenting it. You are complimenting each other, not competing. They're not taking something from you. You are willingly giving it to support them. And they are equally balancing out and giving you your grounding as well. You meet in the grounding, in the pentacle energy, the earth energy. That's your mutual catalyst for the two of you. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now. Thank you very much for your time watching this. Love and light to you. I'll see you again soon.